Hello. Hi. Welcome back to another episode of Piston Sounds. I should have really put that thing somewhere else. But it's underneath my house. Well, that was weird. Nothing except this rendered for a moment. So how's everyone doing? Don't answer that. I can't hear you. What I'm going to do this episode, at least try to get it done within an episode, is we're going to build that road I keep talking about. Also, these guys are never going to grow their wool back because there's hoppers underneath them and not grass. I didn't think about that. So I will be rebuilding this whole thing again at some point. But anyway. So, I want to build this road out. I've got a pretty decent idea of how it's going to go. But I'm going to lay out the path, I'm in the pool, with cobblestone markers. And we're going to start here. Good enough. And just going to walk a little bit. Cobblestone. Not particularly close together. I brought a ton just in case it's not enough. And what we're going to do, we're going to kind of map out where this path that I'm going to build to this village is going to be. What time is it? It's almost nighttime. And yep. Now I've got a decent idea of the direction it's going to take. I'm a little fuzzy because part of it goes through a swamp. And I'll be obviously raising the land a little bit so it'll be like a solid path, but not quite sure how I'm going to approach that. And I know people have been complaining about the fact that I do this at all. I'm probably going to fill in some of this landscape. This isn't even a cave. It starts there, and it ends there, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing else to this. So I'm going to fill this in a bit so that I don't take weird, unnecessary damage on my trips through. Because that's kind of the point of this road, is so that I stop taking weird, unnecessary damage on my trips through. I'm putting these way too close together. What is all this shit? Okay, we can go through this. And maybe clear out a little bit of this scrub. Yeah, that's fine. That's about how far away they should be. I have plenty of shovels. I don't know why I was concerned. Let's also dig this down a bit. He's fucking with the landscape again. It's my goddamn landscape to fuck with. There we go. Trust me, for the amount of landscape that I've actually fucked with, compared to what people have noticed, it's a miracle. I feel like I was actually gonna cross the river over there. Let's survey this a moment. I may have already managed to fuck this up. I was going to cross the river over there. Because it's a lot easier. Maybe we could divert it a little bit, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, let me pack this up. Yeah, from that tree line, it would have to come out. Yeah. Well, it's good to fuck up early. Where did I place that last one? I think it's over here. Yeah. So, we're going to start mapping out this road and then show you guys something I found, actually. In planning this out, I decided to use an overviewer map program on my world save. Which, in hindsight, I won't do that anymore. Because I could have just wandered through with maps, like actual maps, and then built a thing out of item frames on a wall so I could map it out that way. It would have been easier to do that than to use the piece of software I used. Because I couldn't even get like a 2D overhead view without converting my world save to MC Anvil, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be, and this big hassle, so I had to do an isometric view thing, and anyway. But I noticed something on the isometric view thing. And that's actually what's kind of caused me to go, well, I'm not doing that anymore. There's actually... Oh, the village that I'm building this road to, it's, I found it on the other side of a desert that I had wandered into that had a desert temple in it where I got a golden apple. And it's sandwiched in between that desert and like a forest, like a little tiny forest of no description. I didn't think much of it, just kind of a regular forest. As it turns out, that forest is a lot smaller than I originally thought. And as such, it has another plains on the other side of it, and lo and behold, on just like right on the tree line edge, there is another village. I didn't know that. I found out by arguably cheaty means. So, yeah, it's good. Build a bridge here, and then maybe a bridge here. That'll test my building ability somewhat. Diagonal bridge. We'll do it. Give it a shot, see how it goes. Then from here until the swamp, it should be pretty smooth sailing. Let me do another block here to signify that we go this way. So, there's another village. I'm gonna go check that out. Actually, part of this also is cutting down trees that are in the way. I had forgotten about that. So let's kind of clear out a clearing. Make a clearing. That sentence wasn't planned beforehand, clearly. So that should decay a lot of these leaves. And, yeah, this has to go too. Sorry, birch tree. I'm not sorry. You're hideous. There we go. I don't even have room to pick that up. I have plenty of birch wood. It's not getting picked up. And I will place these much more liberally now, because in the forest I can lose the place markers. So there's this other village, and I could just ignore it and say, well, I didn't see that one. It's so close. It can't be more than 100 blocks away, to be totally honest. The forest is really small, and it's right on the other side. So let me make sure I'm on the right track. No, but this does curve around a lot. I'm not building a perfectly straight road, which is weird for me. I'm not used to building things that are natural, I guess you could say, in Minecraft. I'm more of a just build it and then make it look good kind of guy. So typically this would be a straight road with a ton of bridges and whatnot, but I kind of don't want to get that involved. That's a lot of work for the amount of water this thing actually does eventually cross. So we're going to twist and turn and keep it simple. Oddly, that is the simple answer for this project, is to twist and turn. Also, it's raining, like actual rain, not Minecraft rain. I do apologize if you can hear that. I'm pretty sure you can't. I will do my best to edit it out if I hear it in the recording. If you hear it in the final video, I either couldn't edit it out or didn't notice it in the first place. Don't tell me I don't care. If there's rain in the video, there's rain in the video. Life continues. I needed to get some kind of recording done because I'm way behind on all these projects I want to do, and I'm way behind on creating YouTube videos in general, actually. So, let's cut you down too. So, kind of cool news is I had received a message on my personal Facebook account from a political organization, no less. Some kind of some kind of Republican thing. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention, but one of their things is they were creating a bunch of political Facebook pages for people to like or join or whatever. Why am I doing this manually? Okay, this is the swamp. I've never seen a swamp so devoid of trees and water. That's just grassy swamp. That's kind of cool. I'd received this Facebook message, Macebook message, is that what I was going to say? Asking me if I would relinquish my personal Facebook URL. Now, I use the name Plutocracy for everything, and I have for years. So, when I signed up on Facebook in 2009, I think it was, I chose the name Plutocracy. It's my name. I mean, obviously my name on Facebook is my actual name, but facebook.com/plutocracy was me. It took you to my profile. Give me a second to scout this out. I may have veered too far one way, but that's alright. It's not like I can't just pick this up. So they messaged me. They wanted to use facebook.com/plutocracy for a page that they were, at that time, was Facebook. Well, I'm not going to advertise them for free, actually. Fuck them. I'm not the biggest channel in the world, but my Facebook page for this channel is bigger than theirs, and my channel, therefore, is much bigger than their Facebook page, so they can pay me if they want a shout-out. Let me grab this apple. Did that sound greedy? Well, anyway. It's my channel. I'll shout out things that I want to shout out, and if I don't want to shout them out, they can pay me to want them to pay me to want to shout them out. Also, I should pay to learn English. Yeah, this is the way I want to go. So, they wanted to use it for some get money out of politics thing, and I thought it was really unusual because when I had created the Facebook page for Plutocracy on Facebook for this YouTube channel, I was just informed that Plutocracy was taken by me, funny enough, and that I was just SOL. Turns out at some point in time they added the ability to transfer your Facebook URL, and I'm assuming what these guys had planned to do was make me an admin of their page, and then transfer. I can't talk today. Transfer my URL to the page, which you can do to any page you admin. And once I looked this up, I was like, hey, wait a minute. I can just do that? So, now instead of the old channel branding, which was facebook.com/killeverythingthatmoves, that's why my YouTube URL is KETMOVES. Ket moves, kill everything that moves. Get it? It's clever. It's terrible. I know. Anyway, that used to be how I had this branded. I didn't like that actually so much. There's some origins as to how I came up with that. Actually, it was our City of Heroes supergroup. Way back in the day, 2008, 2007. Between me and some friends, but I should chop this down. City of Heroes was kind of an on and off game for us. We never really spent like months and months and months at a clip playing it. Something I regret now, actually. I really wish I had sunk some more time into that game now that it's gone. There's a lesson there somewhere, kids. I should get on land. I will do that here. Ow. Actually, I had no reason to kill him. I can't loot that. Well, can if I drop a bed. Let me do this. Which gets me the leather, and then I do actually need... Oh, hey. Aha, perfect. And it's not night yet. So, I called it Kill Everything That Moves. I don't remember why. It was a stupid name for a stupid group of people playing City of Heroes on and off. Eventually, later, when I was trying to come up with names for my YouTube channel, because I wanted to start uploading videos, and I was like, oh, I like cutting videos. I want to put them on the internet. How wrong I was. I decided, well, that was kind of the most prescient thing at the time, was Kill Everything That Moves. We had just been playing some City of Heroes. In fact, I think one of my first videos was a City of Heroes video. Don't bother looking. All of my old videos are no longer on the channel because, without exception, they pretty much all contained copyrighted music that I did not have the rights to use because I wasn't a partner at the time and I didn't care. I saw other people making these cool videos of them playing games set to their favorite music, and I was like, well, I can do that. Well, technically, no, you can't. I mean, no one's stopping you necessarily, but you can't grow a YouTube channel like that. So I called it Kill Everything That Moves and had all these basically montage-y type videos, and then after a while I just kind of stopped. I was very on-off with how often I used YouTube, admittedly. But I had content going up on at least a yearly basis. I know that sounds terrible, but it wasn't like, oh, he was gone for decades. Like, no, there may have been 9-10 months in between my videos, but I always liked sharing what I was doing, and I would upload things from time to time. So that's how that happened, where it was youtube.com/ketmoves, where people actually call me Ket in comments back in the day when it didn't display your Google Plus name. People would call me Ket for short, which always bothered me. But you can't change that. Because I had my YouTube channel since before the whole Google Plus and choosing a URL thing. Put the village right over there. I don't think I'd be able to see it by now. No, I don't think that's it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Hunger damage! Have a tick. Alright. Continuing. Because I had a YouTube channel before Google Plus and that whole debacle, my URL was automatically made from my channel name. You can't change your URL once you choose it, and if you had a YouTube account from before this whole, you know, Google Plus custom URL deal happened, it just took your username as your URL and you were SOL for your URL. That's what happened to me. So my Kill Everything That Moves channel, I rolled with it for a while because I was like, well, I can't change it, so I'm going to roll around as Ketmoves. So I saw the desert over there, so the village is actually... Let's run ahead and make sure. The village should actually be right here. More or less. Apparently more less than more. I don't remember now. I remember it being about 1,000 blocks this way. Am I lost again? That's not... Is that the village? Here's a donkey. I'm observant. This might be the village. I think this is the village. So the problem is now I know there's another one. And I'm beginning to suspect this isn't it. Actually, this is. This is. You there. You sell... Yeah, this is. Okay. So my path's off a bit. I should have actually probably made note of the coordinates so I could start aiming at it. So 1020 by 16. Okay. So the whole Google Plus thing came out. I got screwed out of being able to choose a custom URL, which I'm not happy about because Plutocracy is apparently taken, but it's not a channel. I don't quite know how that works. If you go to plutocracy.com, if you go to youtube.com/user/plutocracy, you get channel does not exist. But I actually created another, an alternate Google profile just to check on it, and it is taken. So I'm not positive how that's working right now. And I also don't know where I put this path. I know I was coming up here into this plains instead of where I wanted to, though. That is why I started scouting. I think I'm still more that way. If I am, I'm going to have to do some serious reworking on this path. Where is this path? It's the worst path ever. I've already completely lost it. Did I pick up that bed? I did. Let me get it on my bar. So I got this message. And, I had been using facebook.com/killeverythingthatmovesgaming, I think, was the full URL. Maybe it was just kill everything that moves. Found the path and some mushrooms. That's weird. They were probably on the tree. This is heading in the right direction, actually. Yeah, okay, it's going well. So, once I got this message and I looked into it, I was like, oh, hey. So now, it's no longer facebook.com/killeverythingthatmovesgaming or whatever the hell. It is now simply facebook.com/plutocracy. And shoutouts to the random grassroots Republican political Facebook group that clued me into this fact. This is going to require either me going around or some serious terraforming. I think actually this for this one, discretion is the better part of valor, because that's a lot of moving blocks. Okay. So now you can get all of the admittedly not frequent enough updates about videos and the channel from facebook.com/plutocracy. The YouTube URL is forevermore ket moves unless they someday decide to let people change their goddamn URLs. I get why people can't just change their URLs at will. Simultaneously, though, you should be able to, like, do it once, or at least grant some clemency to those of us who had YouTube channels before the Google Plus change. That'd be great. This worked out way better than... blocked my own path. Way better than I was expecting it to. Alright. Perfect. Cool. Let's follow it back and not play with F3 on constantly. Sorry. So, that's a cool little update for some behind-the-scenes channel stuff. I'm actually pretty excited. I didn't know you could do that, and I'm really glad that guy reached out to me and inadvertently made sure that the name can't be transferred now, because I've used a rename on both my personal to move it and my my YouTube Facebook page to receive it. You can only change once on Facebook, so it's done. It's over. It belongs to me forevermore, whether he likes it or not. Sorry, dude, but also thank you. Let's just have that straighter. That's the nice thing, is I can kind of straighten out parts of the path by just deleting. Jesus, I'm gonna starve again. Good lord, I can't believe I took starvation damage. I'm a little peeved. Why does this do that? Can't we all just get along? How about that? Yeah. And then that way I don't really have to do this. I mean, obviously it's not going to be laser straight between these points, but I want the points to be a simpler reference than apparently what I've built. That's much better, I feel. Okay. Kinda here. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, twisty-turny is good, but if it's on a micro scale like that, where there's no point, like this kind of twisty turn, I'm totally okay with. That's actually a nice natural curve to it. There we go. I want it to look like it's, you know, purpose-worn and actually, you know, a road. Not just some random peppering of blocks over the landscape. Like, this is fine. Even how it goes straight right here, this is totally fine. And then, even then, this is a guideline. I won't be building exact to this. So, at least one thing I got done in this video was the guideline for the path, right? sorry you're not getting the path, but that's going to be a pretty major project. I don't even have all the blocks for that yet. I'm going to show you how much I have so far, and hopefully you'll be able to understand exactly why it's a pretty large undertaking. Let's kill that, so let's also kill that. That seems pointless. Okay. Yeah, good, good, good. Nice subtle curves. Ooh, apple. Wasn't I gonna... How about that? Let's get further away from the tree, and that way I don't have to cut it down. I would actually like to get out of this cutting down as few trees as possible, too. I mean, obviously I've cut down a few as it is, but I kind of want that to be it. But we'll see when the actual road's getting built. That's not something I'm going to be able to predict. I mean, I could could end up also being wrong. And being wrong on the internet is one of the greatest sins that man has ever perpetrated. So, I'm not going to engage in that wherever possible. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty happy overall with the shape of this path. It's not particularly direct, but once again, I want it to look like a path. Probably going to take out the vines on this side, because walking through those, once there's a solid path here, is going to make me slower. And that's annoying. But I don't... Ooh, see, I like that. That ended up being cool. How about this? That I'll leave, actually. That's just big enough that I'm not going to axe that curve. Yeah, this path is... Whew! Alright. Glad that worked out for the best. I actually knew how dangerous some of this terrain was, and I'm still jumping around like an asshole. Ugh. Yeah, that path's not bad. I didn't look at the other village. Oh. Well, here in a bit. I don't want to take this trip both ways. That's fine, it follows the hill. I'm just gauging the curves and deciding what I want to keep and what I want to leave, and this does have to go. As an aside, I do need these logs for the road itself, so it's not a complete waste that I'm having to cut down so many trees. Literally a tree right in the way. Take care of you, and we're done. Okay. Think... Yeah, that's the plains I live in, so... Let's get these things closer together now, so I can... I know it's quite the opposite of what I said originally, but... That's not where I want it. Right here. 'Cause then... Perfect. Okay. From this, I'm going to be able to better gauge the curvature of the whole thing. But it's looking good. I think we have ourselves, at least to a degree, a road. Oh, I still gotta cross the rivers to get home, don't I? Okay, I know where I am. Or did I already do that? Apparently I already did that, because there's home. Alright. Excellent. So, and the chest I started on at the very beginning of the episode, which I didn't think to open, this is the building material for this monstrosity. I don't know why I did it that way. I need more than this. I realistically probably need about twice everything you see here to really get to work on this project and get it done, really. That is, I mean, we're talking, what, 1,000 blocks at the very least? Yeah, so, and I don't mean 1,000 total blocks, I mean 1,000 blocks of this path. Now let's follow it back, because I do want to investigate this other rogue village. But that's really the long and the short of it. It's going to be a dirt coarse dirt and granite path, because when you mix granite and coarse dirt and dirt, it just looks like more dirt. And then I'm going to use logs. I haven't quite actually decided exactly how. I either want to just have kind of logs on either side of the road every now and then to kind of demarcate a boundary, or use them as kind of torch holders. I know I want to do something with fence posts too to hold up torches, just actually have torches along the roadside. Oop. Getting hungry again. I can pick these up now, can't I? Because I used a lot of cobblestone. I want to have torches on either side to light it, and I want to integrate them somehow. And I know they're probably going to be atop fence posts. I don't know, maybe I'll plant the fence posts on an upright oak log every now and then on either side of the road. Maybe even alternate them. Or how I really want to go about that yet, I'm not certain. But that is something I want to do, is use actual, you can see it lighting in the form of just torches by the roadside. I think that would actually be pretty cool looking. It's very, people light things up with torches. Like my whole field and the pastures and everything around my house that I haven't completely done the lighting on is all torches, because, you know, that's how you make light. When I'm done, you're not going to be able to see those torches anymore. So I don't think people really incorporate torches into their builds. And that's something I want to give a go to see if I can make them look good. Make them look like they actually belong there, not that part of the Minecraft scenery that you just ignore because you have to use it to light things up. I want it to actually be there and integrated. So I think that I have ideas, and these ideas could work. So we'll see. I think I'm doing okay on time. I think what's going to happen is you just got a walk and talk episode. I kind of apologize because I don't like those. When I'm watching other YouTubers and they do this kind of thing, it kind of bugs me. It's like, could you fucking do something? But we at least had a purpose with our walk and talk, right? We got somewhere. Technically got the floor plan down for a fairly major build. I mean, this is going to be the biggest thing I've built in this world so far, and it's a road. So we got that going for us, and we also are going to see a potentially new village. I've apparently well explored the area around cobblestone, but not it, which confuses me, because every time I'm near plains, I look. At least I thought I looked every time I was near plains. Apparently I have not been doing that. So that's going to be interesting for me, at the very least. Hopefully it's interesting for you. Almost got the 3-peat on that. But here's this village. And then over here, which I'll build a road linking the two villages too, actually. At some point, not immediately. Apparently right through this forest is a ravine, or just a hole, that I'm not going to fall into for a change. But apparently there is a village, and I want to see it. I want to know it exists. I mean, I know it exists. I've seen it on a map, but I want to see it. So I'm a little incredulous at this stage that this could have happened, and I could have sworn this forest was smaller, but apparently it's not. It's also a very small plains, and I have to be careful that I'm not missing it. Huh. That could have sucked. It is a very small plains. How deep is this? Holy crap. I was not expecting fucking deep is my answer. I'll have to revisit this later, see if there's gold. That is just chords for reference. -1,000, -250. Okay. So maybe this other village was more than 100 blocks away. It didn't seem like it. Okay. That's definitely not a plains. which is good, though. It's a blessing in disguise. So it's either that way or that way. And I don't think I'm seeing shit this way. Nothing over here looks particularly plainsy. Oh. That kind of sucks. I was hoping for another village in this episode. Can I put on leave blocks? I can't. I kind of knew that, but I wanted to make sure. So it's probably that way. Let's sleep off one more night. It's fairly indicative of how long this recording is, actually. And I've already been turned around. I need to go positive. Yeah, there we go. Positive X. Yeah. That'll do anyway. If I don't see a plains immediately this way, then it's somewhere in the forest, and I missed it. Which would suck, actually. I know the overviewer map is correct. It's not going to just invent a village. It's there. The problem is making there become here. Or more specifically, making here become there. Which I'm notoriously bad at. I think we have a winner. Okay. And there's a church. So there's a cleric. So that's cool. Oh, you know what? I have been here, and I've spoken about this place. Okay. I was wondering if this was it when I saw it on the map, but it looked too coherent. Doing it. Okay. Holy shit. Oh, holy shit! Get fucked. You too. Alright. Whew. Baby zombie and a creeper. Yeah, this is the fucked village that I was thinking of turning into an iron golem farm because it is fucked. This place is completely wrecked. And there's villagers all throughout these cave systems because they've wandered. I remember. Okay. I was kind of thinking that this was it, but you can't tell on the overview map the extent of the damage that all the ravines and crazy caves and things have done. But yeah, this village is... I'm a little nervous to be in it, to be honest. It's not properly navigable. It's just... wow. Where am I hearing this flaming zombie? Sup? Get away from him. I can't get to you. Okay. Well, you lived. You have very little health, but you lived. Yeah, this place is a... This place is a fucking death trap, and I'm leaving. But I'm gonna get back home. I'm gonna start rounding up some more supplies to get this road started. And, hopefully next episode we can actually do something a little more constructive. I'm going straight to hell for that pun. Yep. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to hell. As always, everybody, thank you for watching. This place sucks. Can I get out of here without hurting? Okay, I think that was the worst of it. Alright. This is the end of the episode now.